G'day everybody, I'm Dazza and welcome back to Deadhead Shed. Another episode on the 1964 Falcon Futura. Now I've been getting over the shed every now and then and making some progress on the car. Not a hell of a lot, but it's all progress. I think I say that every video. Anyway, it must be true. So if you've got kids and you've just got home from work, do what my dad used to do with myself and my brothers. Get them to take your shoes and socks off, because they love it, and sit down, relax, and enjoy the video. Cheers. Fuck, that hurt. As you saw, I just taped up the top of the fuel tank, reinstalled it upside down. Well, it's just sitting in there, but that will stop all that body deadener spraying up into the boot area of the car. I've taped up the passenger side of the car with some cardboard along the sill just to prevent any overspray, and I've also taped up in the transmission tunnel here, and also taped up inside the car. Any holes, drain holes, whatever. So I'm just about good to go. Alright, I've used up the 2 cans of deadener, and it's probably only done about half. Messy shit. It probably hasn't even done half of it properly. There are a lot of bare spots still, so I may need another 3 cans. I thought 2 would be plenty, but obviously not. I still haven't finished up in here properly. But yeah, I reckon 3 more cans. You see up in there, it hasn't done up in there properly either. Yeah, alright. I'll go and buy 3 more cans and hopefully that'll do the job. I've already used the 2 bottles that I bought to do underneath the car. I reckon it went probably a third of the way of spraying completely underneath the car. And because I want to get this done, I went and bought that. This is just brush on body deadener. Now I'm going to try thinning some of this and putting it into that bottle, and I'll try spraying it. If it doesn't do any good, I'll just brush it on. Alright, we'll see how that sprays. Well, I've got to say, that sprayed a lot better than the original 2 cans did. Maybe the stuff in the cans were thicker and it just come out in globs. This stuff come out a lot finer and a better coverage. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That 4 litre can was only $40 compared to the other 2 cans, which I paid $48 for the 2 cans, and that's still pretty cheap. But yeah, no, it's a 4 litre can, brushable stuff with some terps through it mixed in. Yeah, it's the way to go. Now there's a couple of spot welds in here that I will drill out, and also where this hole is, where the bumper bar bracket goes, I'm going to cut through there, and probably a little bit at the top as well, and just bend this in. Now that should give me good access to this flat section here to make up that replacement panel and weld that in. Now this is a cut from an XP wagon, rear end obviously, and I reckon I can use that. It's a bit shorter than what I actually need, but, and also has a couple of rust holes in it, but surely it's easier than making up a new section, so I might try that. Okay, changed my mind. I'm not going to use that. It's going to require too much repair. It's missing pieces. It has rust. It's the wrong size. And yeah, it's going to be a hodgepodge to do that, to use that section. So I went looking at this later model Falcon 1992 XF. I have done a video about this car. I think I was just wrecking it, or stripping it out in the video. Anyway, come around to this boot area, the section. Now it's got a channel right there, and it's about the right size. The only problem I'm going to have is it's got that raised curve section right there. Now, what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to have to flatten that out. Now, here's the piece I removed from the Futura, and you can see that's flat through there, so I'm going to have to flatten this out. The channel's pretty well close to the right size, so that's a good thing. Now, another thing I'm going to have to do is obviously get a curve to this channel You can see the shape to that one there. So yeah, out with the grinder. I'll remove a section of this and I'll see what I can do with it. Alright, just finished the repair patch on the back of the car here. I'll show you. Alright, I'll obviously need to clean it up. But yeah, it hasn't come up too bad. I had to put a lot of about 4 pie cuts through this back corner. There were some under here, but I welded them up off the car before I put that patch in. Just made it a lot easier. So anyway, yeah, I'll sand that up, grind it up, and that's that section done. I just spent an hour or so cleaning up these old front wheel cylinder parts, and yeah, now I'll get it all back together. I won't worry about filming it. I'll show you guys when I'm finished. Got those wheel cylinders put back together. They should go all right. If they don't, I'll just have to buy new ones. But I don't see any reason why they won't work okay. Okay, I've got the front and the rear brake parts all cleaned up. Those shoe hold down springs and cups and whatnot, you saw how I cleaned those up. Springs, now I have been in contact with a fella and he's got another spring to replace that broken one. Also he has a couple of these and a few other parts as well. Oh yeah, I'll go to the book. He's got that part right there for both front and brake drums, so that'll be good. That'll get me out of trouble there. But yeah, all the back brake parts are cleaned up. Springs. These clips, I've got new ones of those. I don't know where I got them from. They were in this bag with all those adjusters, so I'm going to use them. It's too much. I mean, I could clean the old ones up, but I've got these new ones. I may as well use them. So yeah, just waiting on those parts to turn up. In the meantime, we're going to clean the backing plates up and get all the brakes ready to be reassembled. Alright, yeah, I just remembered something else that I need to order, and that's this cable here. It goes from that self-adjuster bracket around to the top up here. Now I need 4 of those for the front and the rear, so I'll find somebody that has them and get hold of those. Got the diff all cleaned up now. Almost ready for a paint. I will give it a bit more cleaning. It's still got dirt and crap in there, but that section there is done. Going to remove that nut and fit this pinion seal, and just got to clean all that up as well. I don't know if I'll remove the axles or not. I might not worry about it. I might just clean up, you know, around there as best I can, and once I do clean the whole diff up, I will give it a paint. I'm going to remove the back of the diff. I just want to check inside, make sure, you know, everything's okay, make sure there's no metal pieces or whatever inside there. Give it a good clean out, and yeah, give me peace of mind anyway that it's okay. Alright, it's raining today. I'm going to tidy up. I've just got crap everywhere. It makes such a mess when I'm working in this shed. I've got tools everywhere, over those benches over there, and that trolley. Empty beer cans. I don't know how they got there. And I also want to do a bit of work on this diff. So I want to do that seal. I'm going to move it into the shed just to get out of the weather. And yeah, hopefully I'll get that done today. So diff, and a tidy up. Now I dare say I'm going to have to replace that seal again because I was in such a hurry. I have bent it. You probably see it where it's bent. Yeah, she's a bit out of shape. But you know what, I'm just going to leave it for the moment. They're cheap. I can get another one and I will replace it. Now I wanted to confirm that this was in fact a 3.2 to 1 ratio. Now it has that marking on it there, which I don't know what that means, but there's another one around here. I'll just turn a light on. Okay, there it is there. CID W-4210E. Now I've looked that up and it is a 3.2 to 1 ratio, so that's good. I'm going to reinstall the back of that diff now, the cover. Won't worry about the yoke. I'll redo that seal and then I'll put that on. Alright, I checked the inside of the diff and it all looks pretty good. There is wear, of course. It is a 60-year-old differential. I've cleaned it all up, cleaned this backing up, and I've also put some gasket sealer around it. Alright everybody, that's the end of that video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Again, a bit of distance in between these videos. Can't be helped. That's the way it goes, unfortunately. Now the rust on this XM, I've done that back section as you've seen, and there is other rust in the car, but I'm just going to go back and forth with that, otherwise I kind of lose motivation when I'm doing the same job. So yeah, I'll move on to something else. That's why I've gone from the rust to the diff. Now that diff, as you saw in the video, it is a 3.2 to 1, so that's good. I'm annoyed about that seal. I just rushed it and didn't take my time installing it, so anyway, it's a cheap fix, so that's okay. I will get that painted next. That'll be in the next video. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm getting there slowly. I will continue painting underneath the car. I haven't finished that yet. It's only around the boot area I need to do, but I sort of stopped spraying or painting that due to the fact that there's the rust I need to repair. So I mean, I suppose I could paint it and then cut the rust out and just repaint it later, but yeah, I'll do the rust first and then repaint it. But anyway, long outro, sorry about that. Anyway, again, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Cheers.